everyone, we're here at Rushworks TV, and what these guys make is portable mixers. And so a lot of people need them now, whether you're corporate, education, government, even broadcast. You need something that you can, that's watertight, that you can put anywhere, and you can open it up, and you can connect it to the cameras, control the cameras, run the edit. That's what these guys do. So check this out. So you got a little audio mixer here. I've got controls, and I'm seeing all of my cameras here. So this is, and I have this little joystick. This little joystick here, you can control the cameras with that. So whatever camera you're previewing, you can actually move it around, get it set up. So this really can be a one-man show or one-woman show, and put this all together. So this is one setup. And you can see you can just kind of close it down. It's kind of a Pelican-style case, and you can kind of close it down. It's watertight. You can ship it. You can do whatever you need to do to get it there. Now, there's a desktop version as well. This one's going to be a little less expensive, and does all the same things. You got this nasty-looking joystick here that lets you kind of put stuff together. Of course, you can pull stuff out here and see what's going on. And then there's an SD version. This is exactly the same as the HD version. So the SD version is going to set you back about 20 grand. The HD version over here, another $10,000, $30,000. The desktop version is a little less expensive, $17,000. HD version is $27,000. While that sounds like a lot of money, the kind of projects that you use this for that pays for itself real quick. Now these are the little cameras that it's controlling. It can control a lot of different types of cameras, but these are the little ones. So you can see. You see this little one over here in the corner here? You can see it moving around. I'm controlling that. So I can do all the pan and tilt and back and forth. And so it's a really great little system, especially when you need something a bit more rugged. So it's Rushworks TV. So we're here with BrickHouse Video. Now this is the smallest hardware mixer we found on the floor anywhere, and this is called the Callisto, and here, look at this. So what you're looking at is just a handful of little buttons. A lot of times, we have hardware mixers, we have software mixers, and they have all these buttons everywhere, and all I want to be able to do is just switch nicely back and forth. And so that's what this does. So you have HD, SDI in, and what we have here is this is a tiny little HD mixer. And if you look at the screen here, if I hit take, it gives me a nice mix. I can have it do a wipe. I can have it do a cut. I can do all of that stuff. So if you're in the field, if you're traveling a lot, if you need something that you can throw in the pack, this is a great little hardware mixer that is still HD. It's still going to give you the quality that you need for today's video. It's about $5,000. So it's not the cheapest thing you're going to find, but you need something to be solid. If you're doing this live, you can't screw up. So it has to work. And as I said, this is the smallest one that I found anywhere on the floor, and it's the Callisto, and it's by BrickHouse Video. Okay, we're here at Broadcast Picks, and this is another one of these mixers. One of the things that is really happening everywhere, the miniaturization and just the amazing amount of power that's getting put into these mixers. So what this is called a Slate Portable, and what you see here is, again, a full interface that's really, you can have up to 8 HD SDI or SD SDI inputs into this, and you have full control. It's got chroma key, it's got lower thirds, it's got all the things that you want to put together a full show. And if you come around here, check this out. So if you look back here, the other thing that's really nice about this is the way this thing is built is that all of these inputs are really easy to get to. A lot of times they're sticking straight out or they're sticking straight down, and that can be really, really difficult to kind of manage. And so these are really, really nice. This is all in like a little suitcase. You can take it as a carry-on. And the last thing I wanted to show you was one of the things I thought, I haven't seen anybody else do this yet, like really at this level, which is this iPad app. So this is the iPix panel, and so this controls that mixer. So you can move things around. You can have it connected to the Wi-Fi. You can be walking around doing your inputs, making your switches, and all of that stuff it drives this mixer over here. So it's a very powerful little application if you're trying to do something on remote. It's about $21,000 for the SD version. It'll get you into $28,000, $29,000 for the HD version, and it's definitely worth checking out if you're looking for a portable mixing solution. So a couple years ago, we actually did an edit for the Final Cut Super Meet at Macworld, and we started with one of Data Video's the 800 product, and it worked great. And at the time, we weren't really doing enough multicam to really make it worth it, but we've moved more into it. So this is a setup here, and if you're looking for a mobile setup, this is a hardware mixer, and the issue with the hardware mixer, we've been showing you some of the software mixers, but the advantage of a hardware mixer is stability. I mean, a lot of times you just know you're going to to turn on. When you hit the button, it's going to go where you think it's going to go. And sometimes you need that. You're going to pay a little bit more, you're going to carry a little bit more, but it can be, you know, if you're doing larger productions, you got to start thinking about that. And so sometimes you just want something that's just going to do what you ask it to do. Now this is one option here. This is the HS 800, and this is all built in. You can get the mixer by itself, or you can get all these pieces with it, and this all folds up. Here's another miniature option. This is the HS 500. This is going to be only, it's going to be analog in, it's going to be SD. Now when we move to HD, now this is actually what we own here. So we have a HS 2000, so this is what we're doing a lot of our Pixel stuff with. In fact, soon we're going to have 2 of these, one for making sure that everything's all, we like to have redundant systems, we do a lot of stuff. And what's great is you can sit here and I can just go like this and I'm going to transition. I'm seeing all my stuff on an individual screen. This is going to shut down into a little suitcase that I can carry, and once again, it's just, there's not a lot of things to go wrong here. There's not a big operating system that I got to deal with, and a lot of basic controls. It is a little bit more limited. You have to have an external, when you want to have external graphics come in, you got to work on that. There's other things that you have to do, but we found it to be very stable and very easy to use as we got into it. Now, they have a bigger one coming. Come check this out. So this is one that isn't out yet. This isn't one that's available, but this is the SE3000. This one's supposed to come out this summer. Now this one is just getting downright crazy. This is going to cost you about $21,000. The 2000, which I showed you, is about $10,000. And we've seen some other ones that are a little bit higher. Sometimes they look a little shinier, but that one really does what you need to do in a full little compact piece. This one is about $21,000, and this is 16 inputs, HDSDI inputs. So you really have a lot of control over being able to, and you have 2 big monitors, and you really have a lot of control over a lot of inputs. If you're doing a sports event, if you're doing an event with a lot of different cameras, you're going to want that kind of control. You're going to want those things, and this is the cheapest we've seen as far as an HD 16-channel mixer. So once again, this is data video, and it's well worth checking out. So here you can see that I'm mixing in stereo. So if you've watched any of these episodes from year to year to year, one of my favorite companies at NAB is Sound Devices. I just love Sound Devices. Kenji Kato got me into Sound Devices. He got a 744, and I just fell in love with them, and we have a lot of them. This is one of the new ones that we actually are playing with at the office. This is a 552. Now it's a little pricey. It's $28.95, but again, when you need good audio, audio is 80% of the project. It's exactly what you need, and this thing is designed. Now the reason it has 5 instead of 4 is a lot of reality TV works through there. So what happens is this is a mixer. It actually is going to, it's not really designed to record, although this one can. It has an SD card, you can record that, but what it's really designed to do is get all of the wireless inputs, all 5 inputs from a reality show or all 5 inputs from another show, and be able to pipe those into another mixer and be able to have full control where you're just sitting there kind of controlling it during the recording. And you can record a backup too. And it has a little internal so you can get the slate. There's a lot of little great things. I mean, the thing is these guys work very, very closely with production people, with film people, and really get all the little knobs that you need to make that actually work. Now, another thing that I wanted to show you over here. Now, we have the 702T. We bought that. That was the first one we bought, and we love it. We also are using the 788T when that's 8 channels in. And again, one of the things that we love about Sound Devices is this incredibly great limiter, an analog limiter. If you're not shooting with a limiter, you know, you're playing pretty crazy. So anyway, the 788 has a great limiter, it has 8 channels in, and on top of that, it routes all of this audio everywhere. So you have tons of ways of getting stuff back out again into your system. So not only is it recording, but it's really this great routing engine that kind of helps you put all the stuff together. It's something we didn't really expect to be that important, but it turned out to be really important. Now, it's got a little mixer that you can get, this little nice little turn dials, and so, but they also have released this big mixing console. So if you're not trying to be super portable, if you're going to sit down and you just want to have a lot more control, you can add this to the 788, and it's a great mixer. It's $2,395 or so. So it's again, very high quality when it absolutely has to work. This is the kind of stuff that you get, and it's a great mixer. The 788, 702T, the 552, all of them are fantastic products, and I highly suggest if you're getting into sound and you're getting serious, you check out Sound Devices.